Hi, Soul Seekers. I am Jessica Meyer. I am the creator and owner of Inherent Style. I style people from the inside out. I am an image consultant, a wardrobe stylist, and some of my clients refer to me as sort of an inner beauty coach. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. Today is day 4 of the 21-day video challenge. And the prompt task was basically, what if I told you, which I thought was great. And so I'm going to jump right into it. What if I told you from the time you were born, somebody else dressed you? Now, we don't think about this a lot, but actually, the first few years of our life, somebody else puts clothing on us. So, when did you develop your own personal style? When did you start learning how to dress for yourself? Um, what I find interesting about this is that we actually have been conditioned to wear what we wear. And there's many factors that contribute to the conditioning. One is our environment, the climate we kind of grow up in, whether you grow up in Texas versus Minnesota. I grew up in Minnesota and I was conditioned to wear warm sweaters that were oversized. I had so many of them in my wardrobe. That's not necessarily something I would choose to wear, but I had to wear it. Everyone wore it because of where we lived. Also, we are conditioned by our economic status. How much money did you have in your family? Who shopped for you? Were you buying full price retail items or were you thrifting? I became an excellent shopper because I was always in thrift stores. So I knew how to find amazing things. So we have environment, we have economic status. Now, as adults, we have work. We think about what we wear based on what we do, meaning we have an occupation and we feel like we have to wear a certain thing when we go to said job. The other thing that we are conditioned by, which is probably the scariest of them all, are narratives. Narratives that other people have given us. Has anyone ever told you that yellow looks terrible on you? Maybe it was your grandmother or your mother or another relative or a close friend was like, no, you should never wear that. We accept those narratives to be true. And what if I told you they aren't? I wonder right now if you thought of a narrative that someone had told you, you don't look good in this, or you shouldn't wear this, or this isn't right for you, and you just accepted it. You just accepted it to be true. Think about that for a moment. And then I wanted to talk about what does it take to create personal style? How is it developed? When does it happen? There is a moment in childhood, usually around 5 or 6, but it can be anytime, 3 or 4, or maybe in elementary school, or maybe a late bloomer, it was in high school, where you rebelled. Yes, you rebelled. You were like, no, I am wearing this. And that's what takes personal style and choice to me is an act of rebellion. It's going back to that 5-year old, that 6-year old that was like, no, I'm wearing this. Did you have a favorite outfit that you wore over and over and over again and your parents like couldn't even take it away from you because you were like, no, I'm wearing this every day because I love it, and I have to have it and I have to live in it? I know I went through a purple phase where I wore these purple overalls for a month at least. You would see all these photos of me and I was in the exact same outfit because I loved purple. I just was so obsessed with this color. So do you have something from your childhood that was that special outfit. Or maybe it was the time when, you know, your parents wanted to put you in a dress or your guardians wanted to put you in something. You were like, no, I am wearing this. That's that act of rebellion. And as adults, we forget about it because we're conditioned. Not only are we conditioned by our environment, where we work, our economic status, but we are conditioned by ourselves, by being comfortable. And comfortable means that we stay oftentimes practical in our clothing or necessary, and we forget the joy and the creativity of that ownership, that act of rebellion. What if I told you that what you wear is completely in your control? Think about it for a second. What you wear is completely in your control. And there is a lot in our world we cannot control right now. It is chaos out there. It is crazy chaos. And this is something we can control. So, what act of rebellion do you want to create today, tomorrow? If you have not yet signed up for this 21-day video challenge, I'm encouraging you not only to have an act of rebellion tomorrow with your own wardrobe, your own closet, because I bet there's something hiding in there that you forgot about that you love and feels like an act of rebellion when you wear it. But in addition to that, if you haven't started doing these videos, do it. It's so good. I can't even tell you how much I'm learning by doing it. And I think I'm growing every time I do it, and it's great. So join us. It's safe to shine in the 21-day video challenge. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, and a good evening to all.